The Raptors' playoff run continues, and that means companies, both big and small, are trying to capitalize on their success. We're seeing Raptors-themed ads everywhere on TV, social media, and of course on the streets. So how effective are these ads and who is their target audience? So joining me now is Joe Peters. He's the VP of Strategy at MiQ. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So we see Raptors everything, everywhere we look, obviously. So the question becomes, is this effective? Is this helpful? Or are we exploiting the consumer? What do you think?
So when we think about being effective, a brand's always looking for three things. It's looking for the right user, within the right context, and then to serve them the right message. So when it comes to the NBA Finals, the Raptors in the mix in the finals doing amazingly well. All three areas, there's something fantastic. There's a whole new audience that's now in front of the TV watching the game to tap into. There's a really positive context, there's a real positivity around how the team is doing. So there's something to really dial into as a brand. And then when it comes to message, there's that flexibility to really tie into all sorts of different variables.
So let's bring a few up. Let's bring a few ideas. Yeah. So what do we have? The first one we have, I think, is Scotiabank, Tangerine Bank.
So Tangerine, they couldn't have predicted the success that the Raptors are having this year. They're now dialed into so many millions of people, and they've got the opportunity to, adapt and change their ad depending on the different opposition that the Raptors are actually coming up against. So there's the fan in the ad that's kind of the animosity is centered around. You'll see now it's the Golden State Warriors fan, but throughout the season it's actually been varying and changing, and it's been a different opposition every time.
Amazing. Okay, so let's move on. We have a whole bunch to get through. Let's look at McDonald's.
This is really cool.
Okay.
So McDonald's have chosen, here in Canada, to drain the golden out of their arches. So they're going all in on Toronto, all in on the Raptors, and removing that Golden State kind of tie-in with their arches.
Sun Life. Okay, I think we have New Balance, the trainer sponsored to Kawhi Leonard.
So this is a great one for New Balance. They've actually been a little bit controversial. They've put a billboard up, up in Oakland. It's kind of crossing off the various different teams that they're coming up against. The King of the North is essentially coming to claim the trophy at home in Oakland. So they could alienate some of the consumers that would dial into New Balance, but I think consumers are a bit more savvy than that and actually see a really good athlete alongside their brand.
I think that's true. I think even Toronto, everybody is open-minded.
Absolutely.
During the NBA Finals. Okay, Sun Life. What do we have with Sun Life?
Yeah, Sun Life. So they've gone for obviously the logo sponsorship of the Raptors. They're a big global brand. So when they sponsored the Raptors, obviously there's a consumer focus within the Canadian market, within the Toronto market. But now they're on the global stage, and as a global brand being on the global stage in front of the whole of North America and the world itself, that's fantastic for them.
Let's talk more about the people that are actually paying attention to this. Is it, I'm a mom. Am I paying attention? Are moms paying attention? Is it just real Raptors hardcore fans? Is it bandwagon fans? I mean, obviously the goal is everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. It's changed. Throughout the season, you've got your diehard fans. Typically a male skew, a younger male skew. But now that we're in the finals, or the playoffs and into the finals, you've got everyone involved. A quarter of the nation is dialing in to watch the Raptors right now. So as a brand, you've got the opportunity to really get in front of not just the hardcore younger male skewed brands, but the mums, the older generation, a whole mix of generations of people that wouldn't have necessarily been watching the game had they not been in the finals.
Quick prediction, we have a few seconds.
We're going to win.
Go Raptors.
Go Raps.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you being with us.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay.